People spend over 700 billion minutes on it a month. It has over 500 million active users. You can access it with your phone, your computer, or your laptop. It has invaded almost every home and is known throughout the world. It is one word: Facebook. Created in 2004, this website has grown to dominate our culture. But is it a good thing? Or is Facebook an addiction waiting to happen? Nicole Raphael is a student and a regular Facebook user who agreed to talk to us about Facebook possibly being addictive.
I'll check everyone's updates. Just check the newsfeed 50 times a day, and I'll just play games because I'm bored. Well, I think some people are definitely addicted to Facebook. Like, some people need to calm down and not go on there and like everything or comment on everything. But I find there are a lot of people who aren't, who never go on and don't care. And it's well, that's probably a good thing. Then there are people that go on, still don't care, but go on all the time.
There are varying degrees of Facebook user, from those who never go online to those who post all the time. But what happens when Facebook gets into the classroom? Deborah Rayner is a professor at Conestoga College. She has to battle Facebook on a daily basis.
It's an issue with us right now. We do have a system in our lab that allows us to shut off the computers, and 100% of the time that's what I have to do at the very beginning of class. And I usually show up about 10 minutes early and say, okay, 5 minutes, I'm shutting you off, so say goodbye to your friends on Facebook. They're listening, first of all, they're talking on Facebook and chatting and reading, so they're not listening to my lecture. And there's a direct relationship between those on Facebook and the marks. You see it happen all the time. The students that are playing on Facebook, playing with their cell phones, even doing other work in the lab, they are the ones that are really suffering in my class. So if they're not catching certain elements and certain applications of it, they're definitely are failing my classes.
Deborah has not only battled Facebook in classes, but she has seen a bad side of the social network: hackers.
I had a hacker situation. It was about 5 weeks ago. I was online, and I was upcome a student that was on her work placement in Chicago, and she started talking to me about her work placement, and we were talking about I do workplace visits, so we were setting up a workplace Skype visit, and then I noticed that the chat kept shutting off and turning on and shutting off and turning on. I thought that was odd, that the hookup wasn't right on her end. And then all of a sudden, my chat with her became uncomfortable. Like, she was asking certain questions that were odd, and then she was making comments that were a little inappropriate. So then the next day, I went to get into my account, and I couldn't get into my account, and I couldn't figure out why. My password wasn't working, and sure enough, this hacker had been chatting to me long enough to figure out what my code was to get in. For about 2 or 3 days, I kept getting these emails. Well, first of all, I didn't have Facebook for about 4 days until I told them and had to verify that it was me and reset it and all of that. And then I got emails from friends and family saying, oh, what was that conversation you were having, and why did you send me that picture? And that was just weird. Not me, not me. Just recently, he did it again. I don't know how he did it this time, because I had changed it completely, and my Facebook was shut down for about 6 days. I actually had to photocopy my passport and send it to Facebook and verify that it was Facebook, because I didn't know if it was him asking for my passport. And they verified and set me up again and changed certain things of mine so that he won't be able to do it again. But they had indicated that it's a big issue. To use it, I love it. I've connected with so many high school friends and friends. In fact, I think I have more high school friends now than I did in high school. Seriously, I have more of my students on the alumni one, and they'll post, so I will get sort of they're up to date and know what they're doing and work and that kind of thing. So I like Facebook as a tool for networking and for the social element of it. I love it. But it is addictive.
Dr. Eileen Wood, a part of the Faculty of Psychology at Wilfrid Laurier University, and Dr. Amanda Nosko, who completed a dissertation on Facebook, explained the term addictive and the psychological aspect of the website.
There are different ways of looking at what Facebook can give you. So it can be a social outlet. It can be like a toy. It can be entertaining. It can be something that you just do for fun. When you're bored, you can be scanning and have a little look around and see what's there just to find things. So it can be purposeful in that you're doing it for a purpose to share information with others, or it could just be fun.
aside from entertainment purposes and social connectivity and some of the ways that it impacts on people in a positive way, there's sort of this dark side of the force, I guess you could call it, as well, in terms of Facebook use. So it can have negative impacts as well, not to sound like a downer, but there's that side of the coin that people don't necessarily always consider, which is something that we're specifically interested in sort of understanding a bit more.
The word addicted or addiction is a very specific term for us, and so that means a very unique set of descriptors for that. Are you compulsive about using it? Do you really want to use it? Do you find it very reinforcing and it's hard to get away from it? Those kinds of terms, I would say yes, that's absolutely true, but addiction is a very formal term and it means something very specific. And to be addicted, we don't know whether you could be addicted. I mean, there are addictions to different kinds of things. That term has been used for gaming. So in terms of gaming, can you be addicted to gaming? Some researchers argue that yes, you can, and some researchers argue that you can't. But right now, the literature with Facebook is not well enough established that someone could definitively say, oh yes, I'm addicted to Facebook. But it can certainly feel like you are because you really want to be doing it. It can be something in the back of your mind that you're thinking about because it's interesting and because you want to know stuff and because things keep changing. It's a fluid system. It's dynamic. It's constantly moving. So you want to go on it regularly to see what's happened since the last time.
I was going to say as well, now with the introduction of some of the mobile technology. So you know, people have it accessible on their phone. So basically, whenever they want, they have Facebook right in front of them. So I think that may be contributing to the sense that people are addicted to Facebook because it seems like they're always constantly signed in or attached to it. But again, it's a matter of terminology, right?
Facebook is no longer just a website. It has grown over the years into a tool that can be used by everyone around the globe. As far as addiction is concerned, it depends on the person, not the website.